In the glittering yet unforgiving arena of premium television, where every frame is dissected and every line delivery judged with surgical precision, Glenn Close has emerged as an unyielding champion, her voice a clarion call against the tide of derision crashing over the legal drama All's Fair. At 78, the actress, whose career spans over 4 decades of Oscar-caliber triumphs, from the icy allure of Fatal Attraction to the poignant depths of The Wife, refuses to let critics' barbs diminish what she sees as a bold, multifaceted gem. Addressing the onslaught in a candid interview, Close didn't mince words. "I swear to God, I've seen all 9 episodes and it's pretty f***ing good. It is what it is, it's juicy and outrageous at times and touching." Her defense isn't mere loyalty, it's a passionate reclamation, framing the series not as a misfire but as a deliberate cocktail of camp, complexity and contemporary edge, helmed by the ever-provocative Ryan Murphy. And at its center, standing tall beside Close, is Kim Kardashian, the 45-year-old reality titan turned dramatic ingenue, whose performance has drawn the sharpest arrows, yet in Close's eyes shines with untapped promise. The genesis of All's Fair is a Murphy hallmark. Lavish production values colliding with audacious storytelling, budgeted at an eye-watering $11 to $12 million per episode, a testament to Hulu's bet on star power. Premiering earlier this month, the series plunges viewers into the opulent underbelly of a high-stakes Los Angeles law firm specializing in divorce cases for the ultra-wealthy, where betrayals unfold like chess moves in marble-clad boardrooms. Kardashian portrays Siobhan, a sharp-tongued attorney navigating cutthroat cases and personal entanglements, her transition from keeping up with the Kardashians' confessional queen to scripted litigator, a high-wire act that's fascinated and frustrated in equal measure. Flanked by a murderer's row of talent, Niecy Nash as the firm's formidable founder, Naomi Watts as a cunning rival, Sarah Paulson channeling icy precision, and Close as the veteran sage whose wisdom masks her own scars, the ensemble promises fireworks. Yet, from the opening credits, reputable critics unleashed a barrage, stiff and affectless acting, ludicrous dialogue that veers into soap operatics, and an overall verdict branding it the worst TV show to ever exist. Outlets from the New York Times to Variety piled on, questioning if Murphy's signature excess had finally tipped into self-parody, with Kardashian's efforts often singled out as emblematic of the show's perceived amateurism. Close's clapback, delivered with the poise of someone who's weathered her own share of reviews, 8 Oscar nods, 0 wins, a statistic she wears like battle armor, reframes the narrative with intimate insight. Having binged the full season, she attests to its emotional spectrum, the juicy and outrageous highs that deliver escapist thrills, think steamy office liaisons and courtroom showdowns laced with Murphy's trademark twists, and the touching lows that probe the human cost of fractured unions. Her praise for Kardashian is holistic, extending beyond the screen to the woman's character. Lovely in demeanor, very smart in intellect and profoundly dedicated offset. Close recounts filming anecdotes that humanize the mogul, Kardashian juggling her empire and 4 children, poring over flashcards in pursuit of her law degree, a real-life ambition that mirrors Siobhan's legal prowess. When we were filming, she was going through working towards her law degree, and near the end she would have flashcards. Close shares admiration evident. Post-graduation, when asked if she'd practice, Kardashian's reply, "No, I just want it in my back pocket," reveals a strategic mind, one that values knowledge as leverage in a world that underestimates her. Close's endorsement cuts through the snark, positioning Kardashian not as a novice but as a quick study whose conscientiousness with her kids, North, St. Chicago and Psalm, grounds her in authenticity amid Hollywood's artifice. To grasp the stakes, consider Kardashian's pivot, from the unscripted voyeurism of her family's dynasty which amassed billions and reshaped fame itself, to this scripted leap. Her bar exam failure on the first try, shared vulnerably on social media, underscores the grit. It's not dissimilar to Close's own trail of almosts, fueling a mutual respect forged in shared vulnerability. Yet the criticism stings deeper in an era where celebrity crossovers invite schadenfreude. Detractors decry Siobhan's sarcasm as stilted, her emotional beats as Kardashian's Kardashianisms, that signature pout or hair flip, bleeding into the role. But Close sees evolution. In quieter scenes like Siobhan's confrontation with a client's infidelity mirroring her own guarded heart, Kardashian taps into raw nerve, her eyes conveying the isolation of empire building. Nash, in promotional rounds, lightens the discourse with quips on the show's bolder elements, sexting scandals and surrogacy subplots, insisting the ensemble's chemistry elevates the absurd. Paulson, a Murphy veteran, echoes this, praising the fearless script that dares to blend suit-style procedural with Feud's interpersonal venom. The backlash isn't isolated. It's symptomatic of broader tensions in prestige TV. Murphy's oeuvre, Glee's Glee, American Horror Story's horrors, The People v. O.J. Simpson's triumphs, thrives on polarization, and All's Fair fits the mold, its glossy divorce tales critiquing or reveling in wealth's corrosiveness. Critics who laud Succession's subtlety bristle at this louder satire, yet fan reactions on platforms like X and Reddit reveal a divide. Watercooler buzz around outrageous twists, with some hailing Kardashian's arc as surprisingly nuanced. Close's intervention amplifies these voices, her gravitas lending weight to the defense. It is what it is, she asserts, a mantra of acceptance that invites viewers to embrace the messiness, much like the divorces dramatized on screen.